sideline reporter Holly Rowe.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Makes a pass to Marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to...
Slips one. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Flying down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Using his legs, it's Pryor. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Motion from the back. Jones to throw. Finds his big tight end. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. the extra point makes it 14-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's ball. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
Unloads quickly. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Running inside. It's Pryor. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Trying to run, it's Pryor. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. A really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Jones wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Florida! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll, and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football ball back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. Man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment, like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
He's got 99 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it.
There he goes. The 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more. But no question, they have got to tackle better on the back end.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man, I love defenders that are able to get up in the receiver's space, challenge them, and press coverage at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defending against the slant.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Quarterback extends the play. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Jackson. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. The Gators want to move quickly.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. And how quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
On the ground, it's Pryor. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Snags it and he's open. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Couldn't get a block on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Jones to throw. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big.
There he goes. Touchdown, Gators. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. At the 40, there he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. To the ground, he's got it again. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that.
I'd have a chance. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the 1, Palmer.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Dogs!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Got enough for the first. Flying down the right side. He's at the 30. 10. And he got the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he go.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
On first down, Nate Frazier. Still running at the 40. All kinds of room to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldog!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Mays. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw on third. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking to pass. On the move, he fires. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Handoff, Frazier running left.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Run in the red zone. It's Frazier. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Here's Nate Frazier. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll try to run it with Frazier. And he's in! Touchdown, Georgia! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Jones to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He goes right back to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen. When they get beat, you're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Humphries. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Jones wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. The Gators come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Man, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 23 team, the Missouri Tigers.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Takes it the other way. At the 30. Inside the touchdown Bulldog. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Ball again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
To the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Here's the pressure. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run for it. Maybe a crease. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And the offense will take that. Man, you just wanted this first down on 4th and short, but get the big gain now. Create some momentum, man. Now do you stay aggressive, keep the foot to the accelerator, and go try to get some big points.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that is how you get it done. Third down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on third down?
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Frazier. Here's a little room there. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Once he got some room, it was over. He scores for the 5th time in this game. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly that they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The run inside. It's Pryor. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Got it behind the line. It's Mays. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Could be an alley. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Breaks into the... just plowing ahead. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Here's a give the ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I'll tell you, you've been running it so well. You didn't get it there throwing on third and short. I might just go for it here on fourth and trust one of my running backs to get this thing done.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle.
And they will score! Touchdown, Florida! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Fighting off the defender. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Georgia sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack.
Flag 14! Flag 14!
Running inside, it's Pryor. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
And apparently oblivious to the concept of the play clock, it's another delay of game penalty. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Now the play fake. He's going to take off. Takes a hit as he fires. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looks it in at the 40. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up second and long. Handoff for Frazier. There's a crease. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Phillips. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Got a little grass. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party gift. A late touchdown.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Frazier again. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.